the Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League High School Basketball Tournament from the post to the preseason has not been a smooth one. Playing to empty seats at the Civic Auditorium all week long, the tournament has been panned by the coaches, the fans, and the press. Then suddenly, with the arrival of the weekend and the advent of the Final Four, the crowds have come back en masse, voting once again for high school basketball, no matter the format. Hello again, everyone. I'm Jeff Conley with Bob Bugalski. Tonight, Bob, the championship game, the Santa Cruz Cardinals and the Aptos Mariners, perhaps presenting us with the greatest contrast of styles between any two teams in this league.
You're right. We've got the playmaker, Bill Warmerdam, whose team's going to be out there full court pressing and being very active for the entire 32 minutes, as opposed to Pete Newell, who's capable of doing anything. Some slow down ball, but I don't think we're going to see slow down ball from Pete this year. He's going to be moving the ball up and down the court with Aptos.
You characterized in a conversation we had the other night Pete Newell as a chess master of basketball. How would you characterize Bill Warmerdam's style?
I would. He is a director. He knows exactly what he wants his kids to play. He's been playing the same style ball, I'd say, probably for the last 6-7 years, and very, very successful at it. And he's going to play his own defense. He's going to press, and he's going to put the ball in the basket, and that's what he's capable of doing.
How about all his comments about meaningless games here in the tournament?
There is no such thing as a meaningless game. I've been in coaching a long time, and coaches may say that in the beginning, but you know, if we go out to Jade Street, you and I, one-on-one, it would have some meaning to it. So as soon as the kids get out on the court for one of these ball games, there's an awful lot of meaning.
The outcome tonight, do you think this will have a lingering effect over the rest of the regular league season?
Well, I think the surprising fact about the games tonight is many of these teams have to turn around and play the same opponent on Tuesday to open the conference play or the league play. I think that's going to have an awful lot of effect. For example, if one team, destroys a team here tonight in the final game, I think that the winner will carry over.
Well, post or preseason, the crowd is back for this tournament. Excitement is back to the Civic. The Santa Cruz Cardinals and the Aptos High School Mariners are next.
Can I cook? Of course I can cook. Are you kidding? How about Italian food? Okay, I'll see you at 7.
Hey, this is great. This is the best lasagna I've ever had. Where'd you learn to cook like that?
At last, a quality tile for Santa Cruz County. Trent Tile in Felton, next to San Lorenzo Lumber, offers 22 years of experience creating handcrafted stoneware tile and pottery. Trent Tile combines an individual artistic appearance with lifetime durability and immediate availability. Come by our showroom and see our tile color matched with hand-thrown sinks and pottery. Trent Tile, beauty, variety, and lifetime durability.
These things go together. Visit Straw Hat Pizza today at Highway 1 and 41st Avenue, the crossroads of our community.
Out of the labyrinth comes one unconventional choice. An Alfa Romeo with 4 doors. The Milano. Its extraordinary aluminum V6 muscles up to 183 horsepower. And its provocative style will take you where you've never been before. The Alfa Romeo Milano, driven to be different.
Now at Northern California's only exclusive Alfa Romeo dealership.
A jam-packed Civic Auditorium, just a few empty chairs from the transition from the women's championship game. A good crowd on hand for this Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League High School Basketball season pre-tournament now. Used to be in the post. It's the Santa Cruz Cardinals and the Aptos Mariners for The Cardinals out on the floor. Jeremy Green, 21. Mellis is 11. That's Patrick Jones. Back out on top to Green. That's Darryl Ratliff. Jack Sylvan is number 40. Out on the court for the Mariners. Warmerdam, Powell. Powell guarding Jones on the baseline. Jonathan King is number 34. Craig Holt is 10. Give the turnover to the Mariners. The fifth starter for the Aptos Mariners tonight, number 30, Jason Deist. The Aptos Mariners defeated Watsonville last night to get here. The Santa Cruz Cardinals defeated SCCAL. A week-long tournament. Holt's first attempt is a little bit off. Here comes Billy Mellis against Holt. Right by him. Can't make the shot. Good defense by Holt. He covered it up all the way. King with the rebound. Here we go the other way.
Well, it's a typical game. It's a championship game, early season again. A little rattle, but I'm expecting a great ball game.
Deist to the cutter, Warmerdam. Warmerdam tries the jumper from 10. That won't go. Here comes Green. Green down the lane, can't get it. He's fouled by Tim Powell. Tim Powell, 5'10", junior guard. Well, he came up to the varsity, Bob. He wasn't here earlier in the season.
Right, he just filled in about 4 or 5 games ago, and I'm anxious to watch him for one complete ball game here. He's really looked good in a spotty situation, but he's capable of playing some outstanding ball.
Green's first is good. The Cardinals are on the board.
And we're going to see an aggressive man-to-man defense for Santa Cruz, and Aptos is going to be in their typical 2-3 zone.
2 for 2 for Green. They lead it 2-0, the Cardinals. Craig Holt, he loves that three-point shot. Scoop pass down there to Steve, broken up by Ratliff. The Mariners will take it out under the basket.
That's a very large team they have out there right now for Mariners.
Holt at 6'4", spinning against the much shorter Billy Mellis. And Sylvan clears the boards. Outlet to Green, down to Ratliff. Cardinals quick up the court, but then they set it up as their want. Sylvan. Back iron, rebound fought for, Ratliff controlling.
Looks like the Mariners in a 1-3-1 zone. That's a little different look for the Mariners.
Jones with the hook shot.
Hey, you've got another hook shot man going here.
The revival of the hook shot this year, Bob Bugalski. What's the story there? A lot of players using that suddenly.
Well, it's a stroke that people haven't seen for a while, and I think it's going to make a little comeback. They're posting up low and able to shuffle right to the basket.
Good move pass from Holt to King, and he's fouled by Ratliff. Good teamwork there by the Mariners.
Yeah, I hate to say that, but he almost hit his head on the backboard, Ratliff. That was very, very close to being injured. From this perspective, anyway.
They'll give the assist to Holt, the basket to King. He'll go to the line to try one.
King certainly looks mature this year, doesn't he? He's physically a lot stronger. And just a few minutes he's been going, he's playing very, very confidently.
King averaging 11 points, 9 rebounds a game. Now at 6'7.5", we'll call him 6'8", the senior center. Makes the three-point play, and it's 4-3 Santa Cruz.
Excuse me, Chris is, 6'6", 6'7". Jason must be 6'4", 6'5". That's a nice, large team out there.
Sylvan and Jones in the 6'5", 6'6" category. That's Jack. Shot just a little off. King with the rebound. Holt with the outlet pass. There's Powell.
Mel's got the responsibility of defensing Craig Holt.
Stolen by Ratliff. 2-on-1. Fakes to Green. Goes to the hole. 2 for the Cruz. 6-3 Cardinals.
Very nice play for Ratliff. Took the ball in under control. Very nice.
Nice pass underneath to Deist. Jones thought he had the clean block and grab, but they call him for the foul. And Deist will shoot a pair.
We got to keep in mind too that Pat Jones, just a sophomore, just a young kid out there playing, and really has shown a lot of improvement since last year. A lot stronger. I'm expecting great game here. Let's hope the tempo ups it.
Well, the Cardinals have come close over the years, Bob, but the statistics are pretty astounding. What was that you were telling me before the game?
I think the Cardinals have beaten the Mariners one time in the last 22 ball games. That's quite a record going. I think it's 9 games since Santa Cruz has beaten Aptos.
Green from 3. Write it down.
Super.
9-4. Cardinals.
What a poised team we're seeing here in the early minutes compared to the Santa Cruz team in the Dad's Club. They've really improved in that short of time.
Chris Warmerdam turns, spins, and won't go in. And the Cardinals on the break, all alone. Ratliff, 2.
He's not going to hold the ball up today, is he?
This is not your usual Cardinal look. They had a lot of confidence on that break there. A couple of the Cardinals sprang loose. They were deep.
They were down as soon as the Jack got the rebound, they released.
Well, timeout Aptos, 11-4 the score. Cardinals on top, 4:20 to go in the first quarter of this first presentation of the Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League High School Basketball Tournament preseason instead of post.
You know, Warmerdam is evidently making a defensive change.
The Mariners to the fluids early here. They've been run a bit by the Cardinals, surprising.
He started off in 1-3-1 zone. I think he may change that and bring the big guys back down on the baseline where he really likes them. So we'll see what he comes out with now.
Well, no change in the lineup. Aptos stays with Warmerdam, Deese, Powell, Holt, and King. The Cardinals stay with their starting lineup of Ratliff, Jones, Sylvan, Mellis, and Green.
Well, they're matching up pretty good right now.
Oh, another steal by Ratliff. And 2 more. 13-4, Santa Cruz. Ratliff with 6 early points. Here come the Mariners. Warmerdam just a little bit off on his shots, and Sylvan sweeps the glass.
Well, they're sure not putting the ball down yet, Aptos. They missed probably 4 to 5 straight shots right now.
Green do-si-dos with Dale Kirkendall, the ref. Oh, the fake by Sylvan gets Deese on his back. And they're going to take it out under the basket. He wasn't quite cocked for the shot.
That was good pump fake. Drew the foul. It's exactly what he wanted to do. He should have left the ball fly, though.
Now, Sylvan with a hook.
Nice little hook. He's picked up the hook now.
And the Cardinals are up 15-4.
Well, this is surprising the Aptos fans, I'm sure, this beginning.
Well, it's defense that's doing it for the Cardinals. Here comes Holt with a drive to try to loosen things up, and he scores.
And he did it.
First 2 for Craig.
Well, there's been no, the first early games, the press for Aptos is what turned the game around, and right now they're just falling down into a zone defense, and we'll be watching for how long it's going to take for the Mariners to come out and put some pressure.
Well, Green shot rebounded by Sylvan. Sylvan fouled by Deese, the second personal on Jason Deese. And we have 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Sylvan with his crew cut to the line. Back iron. Little too much. Coming in now, Kelly Stratton will replace Jason Deese. Deese with the 2 personals.
Kelly, a much faster freelance player. Warmer probably looking to get something going. He's capable of scoring very, very quickly.
Sylvan misses the pair. Mariners with the ball. They trail at 15-6 again, Ratliff. He's all over the place on defense tonight. Holds it up.
Well, he's really anticipating that entry pass from their point guard to the wing, and he's timing it perfectly.
Billy.
Oh, man, nice shot. What a nice shot. And he's got a defensive chore here to stay with Craig Holt. Good pressure.
Here's Powell with the baseline reception. Now he tosses up a prayer and it gets answered.
Beautiful left-handed hook again. We've seen about 4 or 5 of them this evening.
The hook shot is back. Around the perimeter play the Cardinals. More pressure from Powell now.
He's back in a 2-3 zone. He started in a 1-3.
Cardinals lead at 20-8 on the jump shot by Green.
This early part of the season, I think Green has showed an awful lot of poise. He's increased his confidence, handling the ball, getting the team into the action.
What a pass by Holt. All along the baseline. Now Stratton with a little bit of power. The Mariners and another shot. Another hook by Powell. That won't go. Here comes Sylvan to Green to Ratliff.
Oh, look out.
And Holt. Very much on the back of Ratliff. Will they give him the shot or are they going to have him take it out under the basket? I think they're going to let him shoot.
That could have been a bad injury. It came right down to his coccyx. Boy, how he bounced up from that landing.
Now, we're not in the bonus yet. The Cardinals will take it out under the basket. The foul on Craig Holt. His first personal. Aptos with 4 fouls. Santa Cruz with 2. Cardinals with the lead in the ball. They lead 20-8. Green with a penetration move and a fall away jumper won't go. Warmerdam to the glass.
Right, he picked up Knutson came in number 40.
Cliff Knutson in the game, number 40 for Aptos. Stolen again by the Cardinals. Sylvan and Billy Mellis on that defensive effort.
Passing is the nemesis. Santa Cruz stealing an awful lot of passes. Mariners don't usually make that many mistakes. Oh, here we go. We're going to see a delay game already.
Cardinals playing for the last shot, apparently. 41 seconds to go in the quarter. 20-8. They lead it.
Pete Newell is just showing that he still has that in his playbook, that they can go into a delay game.
Well, 20 is an awful lot of points for a Cardinal team, as we've come to know Cardinal teams over the last few years in a quarter.
We've seen some 25 to 30 games here, 32, 37.
At the end.
At the end, right.
The Cardinals are doing it with their defense. Now the Mariners almost show some defense of their own. 10 seconds left on the clock. Ratliff. Oh, what a pass. Sylvan. 2.
Nice long shot he made. Right on the rim.
Just off the edge. The first quarter comes to an end. The Santa Cruz High School Cardinals 22. Aptos 8. We'll be back.
Easy Care Kitchens proudly sponsors high school sports by advertising on KRUZ TV. Easy Care has been owned and operated by Charlie and Judy Ludeman and Gary and Diana Emmons at the same location for over 10 years. Their commitment to our community is reflected in quality design, workmanship, and products. Staff designers, aided by a computer design system, will help you maximize your space and fulfill all your requirements to make your dream kitchen come true. Contact Easy Care for all your design, manufacturing, and installation needs.
Helen Hayes for Rotary International.
Not long ago, many people thought that polio had been eradicated, but not so. This very day, polio will cripple 750 children and cause another 75 children to die. And that's why Rotary has pledged a polio-free world. Rotary has mounted an extraordinary crusade to provide polio vaccine for the children of the world. For this I say, thank you, Rotary.
Scarborough Gardens is proud to be a KRUZ sports sponsor. Conveniently located in Scotts Valley, just off Scotts Valley Drive, the new Scarborough Gardens offers the home gardener or the professional landscaper everything that you'll need to get the job done right. In any planting season, the knowledgeable staff at Scarborough Gardens is your best bet for quality assistance and the assurance that you're receiving the right information at the right time. Scarborough Gardens, next to Scarborough Lumber in Scotts Valley.
Out of the labyrinth comes one unconventional choice. An Alfa Romeo with 4 doors. The Milano. Its extraordinary aluminum V6 muscles up to 183 horsepower. And its provocative style will take you where you've never been before. The Alfa Romeo Milano, driven to be different.
Now at Northern California's only exclusive Alfa Romeo dealership.
Second quarter underway here. Aptos with the possession. Holt with the jump shot. Good. 22-10. Cardinals. 4 points for Craig Holt. He has one personal foul, and now the Mariners put the pressure on. Broken easily by the Cardinals. They're going to get a little more aggressive here this quarter on defense, Bob.
Well, this is what I call Warmerdam, the director. He started off very passive, and he's going to up his tempo as he goes along, and you're going to see more pressure, more activity coming out of his zone.
Kelly Stratton broke that pass up. Very active player.
He's a very quick young player. He's only a junior and playing some excellent ball.
Well, the Cardinals have their players all around the perimeter. The Mariners had their 5 all in the key.
I'd like to correct my state. He's a sophomore. Kelly was to Denmark with us too. Played excellent games out in Denmark.
Green and Mellis doing the guard chores. Oops. Patience galore, but they throw it away as Holt had put pressure on that pass from Green to Ratliff. And the Mariners trailing by 12 will bring it up with 7 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the first half. Once again, turnover goes to the Cardinals. Good pass. Ratliff scores. What a play by Jeremy Green.
Super. Transition game for Santa Cruz is really paying off. They're getting the ball and pushing it down court.
Holt now.
With the tempo that they're sustaining, I think they should just push it up all the time.
There's Ratliff again. Green and Ratliff putting on a show here.
Well, Ratliff, this is the best game of the year for him so far. Excellent floor game, scoring very well, playing under control.
Ratliff with 10 points, and the Mariners throw it away. 26-10. The Cardinals with the lead in the ball.
Timeout.
Timeout. Aptos. Well, Bob, the crowd on hand here tonight after a slow start to this preseason tournament. The crowd comes back and they'll show up when the matchups are right.
Well, I think when you get the competitive teams performing, the interest automatically stimulates in this area. Santa Cruz has an excellent following of spectators, and needless to say, Aptos has always got a fine representation.
Well, it's been a lot of heat on the tournament all week long. We'll have a halftime interview with Paul Mosher, the commissioner of the Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League. We'll show that at the halftime. And Paul had a lot of very interesting things to say that you fans will want to pay attention to, parents, teachers alike. I think he did a good job of representing himself on the hot seat where he's been all week long with this tournament having been moved from the past season.
Coach Dennis Green made a quick trip back down from up at the game. Came down to watch his son play now.
Well, disappointing afternoon for the coach, but maybe he'll get that smile back on his face if his son Jeremy can keep it up.
Young cheerleader from Aptos.
49ers upset soundly today. But life starts anew. The coach comes down to watch young Jeremy pounded up the floor here. His Cardinals leading 26-10.
What a treat a year ago this summer when Coach brought his son into the gym. I met both of them at my camp. Was impressed with Jeremy ever since.
So the two big men, Sylvan and Jones combined. Sylvan shot rebounded in by Jones, and it's 28-10. 4 points now for Jones.
Nice drop.
Drive by Holt. That won't go. Goes right over the top. Battle on the rebound. It looks like Patrick Jones got the best of it as they call Jonathan King for the foul. So that's 5 fouls now against the Mariners.
Make the long walk down now.
They're in the shooting situation. The Cardinals will go to the line. It'll be Jones.
That's always one of the hardest things for high school players to learn, to be aggressive on the offensive board, but not let the players walk down and shoot to score points just by walking to the free throw line.
Also remind you, during our halftime show, we will have a very special treat for you. Studio West dancers. You're going to enjoy that, folks, so stick with us for our halftime tonight. Shot missed. Cardinals could be up by more than this 18 if they've been a little more effective from the foul line. But here's the story right here. It's Ratliff on the steal once again. Fakes to Mellis. Now gives it to Mellis, and what happened? Holt fouled him. That's 2 fouls on Craig Holt. And Ratliff will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. He clearly was not in the act of shooting.
He has really improved. I thought the first game of the tournament that he really played out of control, and I'm sure Coach Newell will concur with that. Today, really playing very poised.
Well, he's a man on the edge, Bob. You don't want to put the collar on the guy too much because he definitely is a liquid, fluid player who likes to fly up and down that court. First shot, good.
He is very, very quick.
So to strike the balance between sticking with their programmed offense and still letting the man do his thing, it's a fine line that Mr. Ratliff must walk. And he's doing it like an acrobat tonight. 30-10, Santa Cruz.
I think that's what the difference between this team this year. They're due for
there's
flexibility.
The alley-oop just misses. And Green stops and pops, won't go. Side glass. Now what happened? Green on the foul. Frustration foul underneath against Warmerdam. But it'll be Aptos ball out on the baseline. Everybody went up the other way, but Aptos isn't shooting yet. The Cardinals only have 3 team fouls. And we only have 5:24 left to go in the half.
That was a nice call when you said frustration foul. That really was. He should have had the basket and got a little excited after missing.
Starting to understand the game now after hanging around with you. Oh, Ratliff, did he steal it again? Yes, here comes Mellis. Mellis against the big guy. Sylvan with the foul. Oh, I believe they were going to give him the basket there, but it didn't go. What was that signal?
They couldn't have given him the basket.
I thought I saw Kirkendall with the fist going down.
It was a foul on Mellis going in, and Jack Sylvan shot the shot. So.
Okay, the follow-up, no import there. Mellis goes to the line. It's the second foul, rather the first foul against Chris Warmerdam. According to my unofficial stats, is yet to score in the game. Of course, the Mariners only have 10 points. Holt has 4, Powell 2. And the Cardinals continue to struggle from the line. As Sylvan hits 1. But it's 31-10.
1 free throw?
Cardinals with 5 free throws, but they've had at least 10 opportunities. Kelly Stratton.
That's how he's quick. Getting the ball low, he gets a shot off very, very quickly.
Stratton with his first deuce. 31-12 Santa Cruz with 4:47 left in the first half. Sylvan with a dribble and a shot.
Very, very good ball player. I think there are going to be some colleges looking for him. He's
7
very
points
well
for Jack
versed.
Sylvan. Big enough, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan King takes it outside.
Presently, Sylvan is blocking out well, playing good defense. He's got some nice shots. Fill out a little bit, get a little stronger. He'll be an excellent college prospect. Going to see a lot of these players going. Chris Warmerdam's a senior too, so be anxious to see where he's going to go.
Sylvan shot just a little long. Sylvan with good penetration in the pull-up jumper. It's been pretty effective. That time not. Holt all the way down. Holt gets the bucket. Holt is fouled. Well, that might put some life back in these Mariners.
Oh, they don't have anyone from the Mariners penetrating like that and dishing off or taking it to the hoop. There's going to be a nice three-point play here for Craig. They got to do that more often. That's the Aptos style.
First foul against Jack Sylvan. 4th team foul against the Cardinals. As Holt just can't quite convert the 3. Sylvan with the rebound.
Well, Aptos will always look a little ragged when their shooting is off.
Here comes Mellis up over the big man. Won't go. Did Chris Warmerdam change that shot? And Powell. Stolen again. Here comes Green. He scored.
Nice deal, nice left-handed layup.
9 points for Green. A couple of foul shots, a 3-point shot, and a couple of layups. He's done it all here. As Holt against Mellis. Forces the shot, a little short. Here come the Cardinals. Green again. Holt tries to get him and fouls him, and Green misses the shot. So Holt saved the 2 points, but Green will go to the line to shoot a pair, and he took a hard tumble but bounced back up.
You know, there's about 3 or 4 layups that could have dropped in just as well as, you know, they missed. And there have been another 10 more points on the scoreboard.
Checking the scoreboard shows number 10 with 3 fouls, which is perhaps more important for the long run in this ball game. Craig Holt with 3 fouls. They need his offense. Green hits it. 36-16, Santa Cruz, 3:23 left in the first half. Second shot, good, nothing but net.
String music today.
37-16, the Mariners trailing big time here in this preseason championship game of the Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League tournament. Foul, gotta be the charge.
Gotta be offense. Somebody's hurt down there.
Real clear.
His head.
Sylvan took a pounding.
Oh, he's a tough kid. He's a tough kid. He's in pain. He looks like he's got his head split. Yeah, he took a bad one.
Jack Sylvan has all eyes in the auditorium upon him, hoping as
It
Pete
looked
Newell
like he
comes
opened up a gash in the eye area or the forehead area. He is such a strong player that
the emotion of a Santa Cruz fan quite clear.
you know, it's always a scary thing for the parents to see an athlete get hurt. And it's hard to communicate to see what's wrong.
Well, you don't know what to do.
That's right.
In great many ways, you want to just run out there and be there, but at the same time, probably nobody knows more about what they're doing than the man that's already attending to it there. Pete Newell, been hanging around basketball since the age of about 8, has seen some of the all-time greats pound each other.
That's right. Oh, he's got it up in the hairline. It looks.
Must have been quite a.
Like back down in the eye.
Must have been quite a night for Coach Newell the night he went to the Harmon Arena to listen to the presentation of the floor being named after his father. They now call it the Pete Newell Court.
Right. What an outstanding gentleman he is. I've spent time at clinics and talking to him and had lunch with him many times. Just an outstanding individual. Loves the game of basketball, needless to say.
What a night it must have been, too, Bob, for Pete Newell to just look over while they're naming the court after his father, to look over and see a player from his own program on the California team wearing that Golden Bear uniform. Sean Harrell, who was here last year. Jack Sylvan is up. The crowd very happy about that.
Pete took a large contingency of his team members up to that game to see, you know, the old teammate play and be present for his.
So Jack Sylvan with 7 points and 1 personal foul, back on his feet. Pete Newell now directs his team to get down the floor and look for the missing contact lens.
With all that ice down there, I'm sure they're going to find it.
Pete with the big smile, leading this ball game by 21 points. Jack Sylvan apparently will take a seat. We may see Zach Rainey come in for him. We'll see. Newell now takes a team timeout. It's the officials' timeout for the injury.
There's the ice they use to check the swelling. I hope they're getting it out of the way. That's going to melt down there.
Yeah, that looks like a funny place to put it.
Right.
Kind of putting a snowball in your pocket. Oh, that eye's nasty. Did you see that?
I didn't see it, but it looks like it's going to be swollen.
That eye looked very nasty. Well, the cheerleaders now to lighten things up here. With 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second quarter, 37-16 Santa Cruz Cardinals in a, I think, pretty surprising score right now.
Very much so. As I spoke earlier to the point, the 16 points for Aptos is a low production, and Aptos does not look good anytime they're missing.
Well, if somebody was to
very
come in
well.
here and didn't know who was home and who was guest, and went to look at the board and see 37-16, they'd probably figure that Aptos is up 37-16. That's their kind of score.
Right.
If you came in here and saw a 14-12 ball game at this point in the game, you'd probably figure the Cardinals were ahead. So here we are once again up above the doorway entrance here to the Civic Auditorium. Jeff Conley with Bob Bugalski on a nice January evening. Inside, at least, no telling what's going on outside. Inside, high school basketball at its very best.
Two of the best seats in the house and probably the most comfortable.
I'd like to remind you fans that tomorrow night, Monday night, we'll be showing you the girls' championship game from this tournament. That was a marvelous game between the Harbor Pirates and the North Monterey County Condors. Don't miss it. Larry Hart with Tony Hill will bring you that game. We'll have a full slate of games for you here in 1988. We'll have that Watsonville San Lorenzo Valley game on Sunday, January 17th at 8:45. Week after that, Harbor at Santa Cruz. That Harbor Santa Cruz game will be on Friday, January 22nd, as we have, let's see, at least 12 or 11 games lined up for you here in 1987-88 season. And of course, we will continue on to the playoffs as far as our teams may go. We may have a little trouble sorting that out, Bob. Every man's a king now, a chicken in every pot.
That's
Everybody
right.
gets to go to the playoffs, so it's going to be pretty difficult.
Well, that's going to be
Down
a
there along
discussion
the line.
in itself. Look at
Well,
all
it turned
the
into a
moisture
mess.
down there yet.
The ice cap is melted.
That's right.
Little Antarctica has now exploded.
But this delay in the game is going to have some effect. It's either going to inspire Aptos or it's going to slow down Santa Cruz.
You think it's iced the Cardinals?
It's iced the Cardinals. They had a great tempo going, playing great defense, and they probably stood around here now for about 4 or 5 minutes.
So it's Zach Rainey in for Jack Sylvan, who took the big injury to the eye.
He's still sitting there icing it, so.
Jones and Ratliff will stay in the game for Santa Cruz, along with the guards of Mellis and Green, who have been excellent out there tonight.
Kirkendall said the ice cap is over. Let's start playing again.
Ratliff with a bounce, with a pass. Rainey scores. So it didn't take Zach Rainey long to get in the box score.
Came in and scored right off the bat. Nice play. Good ball handling by the entire team.
39-16. The Aptos Blue have the 16. This is Stratton. Stratton finally tosses it up. Back iron. Rebound struggled for. Controlled by the Cardinals. They're quick tonight. Here comes Green. Bounces it out. Little Harlem Globetrotters can't control it. Gets out of bounds. Aptos ball.
He slipped. He might have some moisture on the soles of his shoe. He was walking around there waiting for that to get the game started. He might have some moisture on there.
He was down in that area for a long time. Here's Holt with a move and a layup. And that won't go. The Mariners shooting just way off for them. Rebound, struggled for, fought for. The possession will go to Santa Cruz.
That doesn't look like much, but that's a big effort on a free ball like that to die for it. And from that, they got possession of the ball. And Rainey played some inspired ball. A lot of people won't do that, dive for a free ball.
2:21 left. Remind you, stay tuned for our halftime show. Studio West dancers. Green won't go. Rebound, King. Now the Mariners need something, and soon. They trail by 23. As Warmerdam spins. Powell now, he's aggressive. Tapped away by Ratliff. Mellis has it to Ratliff. Darrell stops, pops, and it drops.
Very much under control. That was a great move. Good poise for that kid. Nice going, Darrell.
Holt now from 3. Can't get it. Ratliff can't hold it either. It'll be Mariners ball along the side. Also at the halftime, reminds you, an interesting and rather important, I might think, to a lot of you for valuable information, an interview with Paul Mosier, the commissioner of the Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League. His feelings about this tournament and high school sports locally in general. Nothing's going the Mariners' way. 41-16, the Cardinals with 1:39 left in the second period have the ball and the lead.
You know, in all fairness to Paul, there was a lot of pressure, whether it's undue pressure or not, upon him, and he's only carrying out the wishes of the board of managers, who is made up of the principals of the high school. And I'm sure Paul will have some inspiring information for us at halftime.
Sylvan's shot just won't go, but he'll go to the line and try it the other way.
Here's another little aspect for Bill Warmerdam. He's got a small team. He's substituted. He's got a small, quick team. He's trying to change the tempo. He's trying to instigate something to get the Mariners going. He's looking for a combination right now.
Now Sylvan back in, scores quickly from the free throw line. The foul was against Ralston, who's into the game for the Mariners. Sylvan now, after taking the hit to the head, becomes a little more effective from the foul line. 43-16. Jack was struggling there. Hold against Mellis. Ratliff goes up to defend. He can't get it. Sylvan can't control it. That's little score. Shot won't go. And is that his pronunciation, Bob, or is it
Littell,
Littell?
I believe it is.
Littell. All right. Eric Littell in the game.
Littell started early in the year and now has been relegated to fill in some spots.
Mariners hanging on here grimly against a very aggressive, seemingly well-oiled and coordinated Santa Cruz team tonight.
I sat near Coach Newell yesterday. It's amazing. He's barking instructions to his team all the time, and they respond just very, very quickly to new offenses, new defenses.
Bolt kicks it out, and they'll inbound it again. A 27-point lead for the Santa Cruz Cardinals, and we're in the second quarter. Ratliff puts a man in the air, puts the ball up. That won't go. Struggles for it all over everybody's hand. Holt comes down with it and brings it up. Lead pass. Basket, no good. He traveled. Jason Deese.
Boy, they're sure creating a lot of mistakes. Nothing can happen for them. They're trying hard to get something started.
They are definitely in the wrong groove.
Right. Mellis, nice ball handling. Oh, should have come all the way under. I think he could have snuck through there for a little layup.
Now the Aptos Mariners playing a little tighter on defense, getting a few turnovers of their own. Still having trouble converting. That ball is up for grabs. Paul was right. He couldn't get it again. It would have been a turnover. It was a turnover anyway. Rainey gets it, and Green brings it up.
One shot.
Ten seconds to go here in
get
the
it
half.
to Jack. They're going to get it to Sylvan.
Sylvan shoots, won't go. Rebound up and blocked at the last second by Jason Deese. Well, the Aptos Mariners will go to the locker room. They'll need to trim their sails. The wind is not blowing their way. At the half, the Santa Cruz High School Cardinals 43, the Aptos Mariners 16.
Scarborough Gardens is proud to be a KRUZ sports sponsor. Conveniently located in Scotts Valley, just off Scotts Valley Drive, the new Scarborough Gardens offers the home gardener or the professional landscaper everything that you'll need to get the job done right. In any planting season, the knowledgeable staff at Scarborough Gardens is your best bet for quality assistance and the assurance that you're receiving the right information at the right time. Scarborough Gardens, next to Scarborough Lumber in Scotts Valley.
Hi, folks. I'm Jim Geiger, and I'm the president of Travel Trails RV Center over in Scotts Valley, California. We just got in a new shipment of the all-new LaChar for 1988 by Winnebago. This is such a sleek little motorhome. It's only 21 feet long, gets about 20 miles to the gallon, and then it's an excellent little coach to take your kids to school or take them camping. Come on over and try our little country store atmosphere, enjoy yourself, and find out why so many people are doing business with Travel Trails.
Travel Trails of Scotts Valley, sales, rental, service.
If looks could kill, you'd be dying for the unique look of stained glass overlay designs. Our exclusive process can be used on any glass in your home or business. It actually strengthens the glass and can even be used on shower doors. Create your own design or let SGO design something especially for you. Sparkling beveled glass, as well as etched and carved glass, is also available. Hand-sculpted cultured stone tiles and murals by TerraStone are perfect for remodeling and are not available anywhere else in the area. Custom inlaid designer rugs can be designed to match your windows or wallpaper and fabrics. Doors, SGO Designs in Redwood Village, Aptos provides the finishing touch.
Whenever my mom and me want something to do that's fun for both of us, we go to the book cafe. I know I'll find the best selection in town, whether I'm looking for some serious reading or not so serious reading. And my mom says she can always find something neat for her to read in her spare time. So when you're looking for someplace special to take your mom, visit the book cafe. It's the one that was voted best bookstore in Santa Cruz County.
Well, halftime belongs to the cheerleaders. These from Aptos. Look at the halftime scoring. Santa Cruz 43, Aptos 16. Let's take a look at Aptos first. That's easier. Tim Powell with 2 points, 1 personal foul. Craig Holt with 6 points and 3 personal fouls. He's gone basket, foul, basket, foul, basket, foul. And if he keeps up at that pace, it's going to be big time trouble for the Mariners.
He's averaging about 20, 21 points a game, so
way off the pace. Jason Deese with 1 point, Jonathan King with 5 points, and Kelly Stratton with 2 for a total of 16 points at the half. We go to the Santa Cruz Cardinals and take a look. Billy Mellis, the guard, with 3 points. Darryl Ratliff with a big 14. He has 1 personal foul. Jeremy Green has 11 points, 4 of them from the line, 2 layups, and a 3-point shot. That's a variety for you. Jack Sylvan, he of the bad eye, he really did take a shot in there, but came back into the game and it actually improved his free throw shooting as he finished the half with a pair of perfections. Sylvan with 9 points, Zach Rainey with 2 points, and he got the 2 after being in the game for about 2 seconds. And Patrick Jones, the big man, with 4 points and 1 personal foul. For the Cardinals, 1, 2, 3, 4 personal fouls in the first half. The Mariners never got in the bonus.
No. Well, the transition game for the Cardinals is definitely outstanding today, and the steals by Ratliff is helping them to beat the Mariners down court. Very impressed with the play of the Cardinals at this time.
Well, Santa Cruz cheerleaders now have the floor, and they do have a little something here to celebrate, leading this ball game 43-16.
Per usual, having a little trouble with the recorder.
Well, everybody's saying shh, so I guess that means us too. Okay. So we'll go into our golf mode here and wait for the music to start. The crowd appreciates the cheerleaders. Let's go speak with Paul Mosier, and after the commissioner, we'll have the Studio West dancers. Paul Mosier, Commissioner of the Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League, the man on the hot spot this week.
Yeah, we really are. Not only me, but the whole league and the board of directors. we've got, as you know, 24 games, and we have about 5 or 6 audiences. We have the fans who have certain demands. We have the players. We have the coaches. We have the principals. We have the Civic Auditorium and their money. So we're trying to satisfy everybody, and we can't. So we're getting complaints from various people, but I think it's working out fine.
Well, why move the tournament preseason instead of postseason?
Originally it was postseason to fill up that gap of the week between end of the league and CCS. The principals split vote 5-3, decided at the end of the season to be meaningless. They wanted the teams to be on a high with the last league game before going into CCS finals. It'd make more sense, they thought, preseason. Whether it does or doesn't, we will know at the end of this.
Why have a consolation bracket?
The principals, the one criteria they had is that every team, all boys, all girls, all 8 schools, will play a minimum of 2 games. To get that kind of a format, we had to end up with 24 games to do it, which ended up with 8 today in a consolation bracket.
With everyone eligible for postseason play now, regardless of record, why have a tournament at all? Is this about money?
Jeff, the answer to that, I think, is since any team, any of the 8 teams can go to the CCS playoffs, you could very well make the argument that no game is meaningful. I mean, every team's going to go every place. Our other option is saying, okay, the tournament is the league champion. The coaches don't want that. We could do like the colleges do and the NFL does. The coaches, their one request was very strong, is that the league schedule determine the league champion, and that does. So no tournament is going to be meaningful in any way, nor is the league championship besides getting the banner. The 0-14 teams going to go to the playoffs.
If this is about money, did it turn around yesterday, Friday? This is Saturday night. All week we had pictures of empty seats in the Civic Auditorium. Suddenly last night the crowds came back. Is that helpful?
Yeah, right. We're going to be all right. My guess is we're going to make at least 2,000. If this thing fills tonight completely, it could be 2 or 3 or 4. So we're going to be all right.
Leaving the tournament for just a minute, what is the current state of financial affairs for local high school sports right now? Is it in trouble?
Individual schools, yes. Our league, no. The individual schools are fighting to get money to keep athletics going. With the advent of girls' sports, equal pay for girls' coaches, the schools, in effect, have doubled the amount of athletics they got. They didn't double the amount of income. Girls' sports do not bring in income.
Well, we're doing our best to promote it.
Oh, yeah, I agree. But the only sports that generate income are football, basketball, boys basketball, and some baseball events. They have to pay for everything, or the ADs have to go and beg for the money. So individual schools they're in trouble.
Now, the San Jose Mercury consistently has stories about coaching shortage in San Jose, the difficulty of finding and keeping good coaches for high school sports. Is that situation creeping over here? Has it already come, or are we in better shape?
I think we're in better shape. I think the fact that we have a lot of people living in Santa Cruz, our athletics, who are outdoor people who like to coach, is helping us. But by the same token, it used to be the PE people would coach. A school will normally have 4 or 5 PE people. With 14 sports times 2 boys and girls, they can't cover it. So they have to find other places to get the coaches. So yeah, it's trouble getting coaches.
What about the future of this tournament specifically, and in general, the future of local high school sports? Is it, in general, healthy?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's very healthy. The crowds are better. I think more kids are being involved in more sports. This tournament, next Thursday, the Board of Managers meet, and the principals will evaluate it. They'll evaluate on dollars and cents, on participation, all kinds of things. What they do next year, I have the slightest idea. They might, as I say, go for a tournament that determines the league champion. They might scrub it and tell the schools, you can have 2 practice games, and we'll assess you so much money to run the league. I have the slightest idea what they'll do. But we'll evaluate and see what happens. But I think if we make it $2,000 or $3,000, then they have some options. If we lose, they don't have any. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Paul Mosher, thank you very much. You do quite well on the hot spot.
Thank you, Jeff.
Well, a special halftime treat for you folks. This is the Studio West Dancers under the direction of Judy Seeker. Seeger. These Studio West dancers are composed of local high school students. They've won more than 15 awards in the last 2 years, including 2 Grand Champion awards in statewide competitions. Members of the troop, Dana Pummel, Tracy Basso, Grubbs, Hillary Nye, Mindy Young, and Joe Gallardo.
Well, Jeff, this group puts an awful lot of practice time in.
Just one of the many things in the community, Bob, that takes place, you might say, off center stage, especially if you are, as us, always involved with local high school sports.
Well, it's always nice to see another group, another interest, and for them to be able to perform on television is going to be an outstanding feature.
Dana Pummel, Tracy Basso, Heather Grubbs, Hillary Nye, Mindy Young, Joe Gallardo, the Studio West dancers. More from the Civic in a moment.
When you're looking for lumber, call Nye's number. When you're looking for sudden service now, just pick up your phone and dial.
At Nye Lumber, our motto is sudden service. The Nye's guys are happy to help you find what you need. They'll even carry it to your car. And if your car's not big enough, they can deliver it. So stop by Nye Lumber and let the Nye's guys help you.
Oh, the pleasure of a perfect pizza. This man's search for the perfect pizza has led him to the pizza company. Could the perfect pizza be the Del Monte Forest? So delicious. But then again, maybe it's a company combination. But who can deny that the zest of a pizza Mexicana may be the best? Or maybe the Santa Cruz special. Or, well, you get the idea. Whatever pizza you choose, you'll get more than just a great pizza at the pizza company. You'll get a perfect pizza. Perfectly delicious.
Look at all these shoes.
Where are they going?
Let's tag along.
Sure are a lot of shoes here.
Yeah, all kinds. There's a running shoe.
And a basketball shoe.
And aerobic shoes, too.
Hey, check out those cleats.
Look, we're here.
Jerry Sports?
Yeah, Jerry Sports. They've got the largest selection around for any sport you can imagine.
Right. My team got their whole uniform here. And all the equipment we needed, too.
And now they've got 2 stores in Santa Cruz and Scotts Valley.
Pontiac Grill.
January 15th, here at Santa Cruz High School at 8 p.m. If that evening's not good for you, we'll also be performing on the 16th, the 22nd, and the 23rd. So come on out and spend an evening at the theater. See The Miracle Worker. We know you'll enjoy it.
So, Bob Bugalski, 43-16, Santa Cruz Cardinals. Is this score real?
Well, it's for real. About the only thing we said that would happen. We thought Santa Cruz would up tempo, and they certainly have, and that's been the reason for the 43 points, I guess, the transition game and beating. Really looking good. I'm impressed with their overall play. They can play a slow down. They can run now, which is a novelty for the Cardinals.
Well, Darryl Ratliff, who eschewed the football season in favor of preparing for the basketball season, is being rewarded tonight for those efforts. He's playing the game of his career so far as I'm concerned. 14 points in the first half in a big game like this.
And the defensive effort for the entire Santa Cruz team was very, very aggressive, and they played really a tight man. Good man defensive team.
So the Mariners will stick with King. Warmadam there, Stratton.
That should be
turns and misses it. And Green pulls it down. It's Green and Mellis. There's Billy's shot. That won't go. And Warmadam's rebound. Aptos must have got their ears full from Coach Bill at the halftime. They seem a little bit more fired up here as Holt had a notion but got covered up quick by Mellis. Patrick Jones and Sylvan at the post. Positions for Santa Cruz. There's a hook by King. Beautiful. I love that shot. I love that shot.
Now that was a real George Mikan hook.
It certainly was.
Great shot.
And for you kids under the age of 45, George Mikan was a big NBA star back in the late 40s, early 50s. Played for the Minneapolis Lakers. Perennial champions. Before those Celtics got Bill Russell. Now Ratliff misses that one. Here comes Warmadam. And Holt. King. King fouled down the lane. Looked like Jones on the foul.
I thought Holt took a shot he shouldn't have there. He got fouled on it justifiably, so complained that he didn't get a call. He's got to learn to pull up and leave a little space and bury it. He's an excellent shooter.
King, pretty looking free throw. The Mariners have 3 points here in the third quarter, and the Cardinals get to score. King back iron. That looked for sure like it would drop. And now Green. (43-19). Make it 45. Boy, Sylvan loves that little turnaround jumper, doesn't he?
He has done an excellent job at developing that. He's a prolific shooter. He's a three-point shooter, too.
There's Holt. Billy Mellis is all over Craig Holt, and he is doing the job. Craig Holt is no easy man to stop. There's Stratton with a move to the hole. Now, Jones changed the shot, or was it Sylvan changed the shot, but then he fought the foul.
He caught him with the body. He had the shot going up high, but bump bodies with him.
So the Cardinals, who went through the first half with but 4 fouls, have 2 already here in the third period, with only a minute and 50 seconds gone in the period. That Stratton hits it. Stratton now with 3 points.
Stratton, too, is a sophomore. You're going to see a lot of this kid in years to come. He'll be grunting the scoring load here next year.
Front rim for Stratton, fought for underneath. Jones had the inside position.
Jump ball.
And they call it a jump, and the possession belongs to the Cardinals. For a minute, I thought they had the foul on Warmerdam. Around the perimeter, play the Cardinals. Here's Green from 3. Oh, side. Jones!
Jones with the rebound.
Well, it must be nice to shoot up a 3 and have a guy like Jones waiting for your miss.
That's great. You know, another characteristic that I'm trying to go on recall, but I'm sure Pete Newell only made one substitution in the whole entire first half, and that was Zach Rainey.
Holt traveled, turn it over. Cardinals the other way. That's right, he sure went with a solid 5. They talk about how he has to deal with 18, 20 players in practice, and then in the preseason how he runs them in and out. It appears that he settled on 5, and they've so far been fabulous.
Right.
Jones blocked by the human eraser. Chris Warmerdam.
That's the first one tonight.
Back to his old stunts. He didn't play earlier in the season.
I think he's a little behind. Give him about another week and he'll be there.
Stolen by
Here's where Kelly's great. Free court like this.
Oh, nice pass. There's Holt. You're going to love that. That's basketball.
That's what he likes. That's how he likes to play.
47-22. The Cardinals by 25 points. They've scored 4 in this half. And the Mariners 6. The Cardinals not giving an inch here. There's Jones. Oh, they're playing for that shot. They're getting that shot, and they're executing that shot.
Well, they're just hitting the gaps. Jones came right into the gap in the center of the defense. I'm surprised their Aptos is not pressing and playing more aggressive on their zone defense.
Holt drives, tries to lay it up, and he charged. And that's number 4, Craig Holt. Now that's big-time trouble for the Mariners. Any hope you would think now, Bob, of making a comeback for the Mariners would have to evolve and revolve around 3-point shots, and there's nobody better in town, with the possible exception of Tomas Thompson, who's probably about the same from 3-point range as Craig Holt, who now has 4 fouls.
Well, the 2 of the best shooters in the league, Tomas Thompson, he had only 14 yesterday, plagued by an aggressive man-to-man defense. Watsonville did a nice job, Santa Cruz did a nice job of stopping him. And then today now Mellis is stopping the scoring threat of Holt.
Well, if you get your name in the paper and you're at the top of the scoring list, you got to be expected to look for you.
Right.
Right now.
Let's tune in. Let's tune in.
Remember, start at 13. I'm always going to have Patrick at the left block. Okay, so you're going down to the right block. Okay. If we go 4 out now, we're not running 4 out for 3-point shots. You understand? We're running 4 out to dribble, penetrate, and get the ball inside. If you go through, see the ball pass to you, or reach to Jack, you get the boards. All right, go!
Translation, please, Mr. Bugowski.
He's going to go with a 4-man perimeter passing, and he's going to try to get the ball inside to, I would assume, Sylvan. Now, probably with this, I'd say probably he's going to go with Jones. He's going to keep Sylvan outside. And then his warning was that they're not going into this 4 out to get 3-point shots. They want to get it inside to get the foul or an easy basket.
Santa Cruz, 49. Aptos, 22. 4:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ellis is shot a little short. Warmerdam with the board. Ratliff, he's just all over the Mariners.
He is.
They evade him that time. And King to Holt to the hole. That's a little off left.
Over the back.
Now Warmerdam over the back, clearly of Jack Sylvan. And for Chris Warmerdam, his 2nd foul.
It's only their 2nd team foul. So they're even up. Each team has 2 team fouls in the 2nd half.
Santa Cruz Cardinal fans, usually a vociferous group, seem stunned at this score right now. The Aptos fans likewise. Now the rebound.
I think Santa Cruz fans are not quite sure they're believing what they're seeing here. And
rebound underneath, foul on Darryl Ratliff. For Ratliff, that's his 2nd personal foul. When you are 1 for 23 and you're leading by 27 points, it's
Probably a lot of Santa Cruz Cardinal fans sitting on their fingers which are crossed.
Yeah.
In disbelief. But this is a good Cardinal team.
Whoops.
This is real. At Stratton. Littell, rather. Here's Warmerdam. Littell in there now. Fresh man in the game. A lot of energy. Warmerdam just trying to get to the hole. Can't get a shot off. He's been blanked tonight, but now with a chance to tickle that twine from the line.
This last transaction, there's about, 4 or 5 rebounds by Aptos. That's an unusual occurrence tonight.
Well, in rebounding, Warmerdam with 8 rebounds a game. And Jonathan King with 9 rebounds.
You see, that was the offensive board. They hadn't been doing that most of the game.
That's their average per game. Warmerdam finally gets one down through the ring from the line. Jones goes out. Rainey comes in. Rainey's been the 6th man tonight. He's the only other Cardinal besides the fabulous 5 who has had any action tonight.
There's the press now. We're going to find out.
Green right through it. Stops and pops. And you know, he's got it. 13 points now for Green, 51-24. Mariners 27 points behind with 3:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Another steal. Ratliff in front of the pack. Ratliff to the hole. 2 more. He now has 16 points, and the Cardinals have 53. Timeout Aptos. What do you do here?
That's 29-point lead.
3 minutes, 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
I'll project a little bit. I think Coach Warmerdam will give this team another 3 minutes to try to put it together. And if he doesn't see any signs, he's going to go to his reserves and let him get some experience. And we have to remember, too, on Tuesday night, these 2 teams open up conference play, too. So.
Oh, bye. So will we see the hordes of Santa Cruz Cardinals off the bench as well? We saw the game between SoCal and who was it? Harbor. Where Harbor sat some players down, SoCal sat some players down, SoCal sent some players back in, and suddenly we had a new ball game.
Well, that's early when coaches still are trying to test combinations and et cetera. And Coach Gruber had a 30-point lead in that ball game, and SoCal came back.
I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here tonight as the Santa Cruz Cardinals break their huddle. Alpha of Santa Cruz, the Capitola Book Cafe, Easy Care Kitchens, Jerry Sports, Nye Lumber, Pizza Company, Pontiac Grill, the Rotary Clubs of Santa Cruz County, Scarborough Gardens, Stained Glass Overlay, Straw Hat Pizza on 41st Avenue, Travel Trails, Trent Tile, and Zoccoli's Delicatessen. A lot of support for high school basketball here on KRUZ, Channel 5 Sports. Holt shot won't go, rebound up, that won't go. Now they're crashing the boards, those Mariners, and King finally puts it down.
There's 3 efforts, that's how Aptos usually plays, 2, 3, 4 efforts.
10 points for King now, but his club is 27 points behind, make it 29. Rainey and Ratliff on the combo. Now there's a technical foul. And what was it, slapping the glass?
Slapping the backboard, right?
That King? Who was it?
I believe it was King.
He gets up there. He nearly slapped the glass with his head earlier in the quarter, as you noticed.
Right.
And was it against him?
I think it was. I looked away. It could have been somebody after the initial play.
Sylvan to the line. Gets it. Apparently he's their best free throw shooter, a stat which
great
don't
shooter.
have. That's a nice looking shot. And he makes them both to run his personal total to 13 and his team's total to 57. With 2:41 left in the 3rd, the Mariners have 26 points. Mariners have less points than Holt scored by himself last night at this point of the game. Credit that Santa Cruz Cardinal defense. Rainey with a move against King, who covers it up well. Now Mellis. Walk.
Little travel.
Put the good fake on Stratton, but it was a walk.
Nice move.
Good pass, good jump, good shot, good basket. Maybe a three-point play.
How can it look so easy and sometimes you can't put it in at all? They're in 2 or 3 quick seconds. They made nice pass, nice shot, draw the foul.
I suppose the Mariner coaching staff, players, and fans are just hoping that they get it all out of their system, whatever it is that's been plaguing them tonight. This has not been a typical Aptos game. Warmerdam's free throw won't go. And somebody was over the line. I think it was Chris himself in anxiety for the rebound. So if the shot doesn't go via reality and the rule, the score stays 57-28. Here come the Cardinals.
In all fairness, I think the Mariners have been struggling a little bit all year.
Well, Ratliff and Rainey played volleyball, but neither one of them could drop it in the hole. The Mariners come up with it. As the Cardinals easily broke the Aptos press that time. Bolt with some fancy dribbling and a shot, can't get it. Back iron. Here's Sylvan with another rebound. To the middleman Green. Oh, pretty play.
Very nice.
He's getting better with every game, Jeremy Green.
Sure maturing, isn't he?
A minute 39 left in the third quarter. 59-28. The Mariners 31 points behind.
I think it's the first time I've seen a Mariner offensive team,
Holt again, front edge,
being that controlled by the defense of the Cardinals.
Green couldn't quite control that one as they had Cardinals splashing to the hole from all sectors.
You should watch the defensive pressure now. All the Cardinals are putting an awful lot of pressure. 1 or 2 passes and they'll be rattled.
King with a couple of moves and a shot that won't go. This is the worst shooting night I've ever seen a Mariners team have. But a lot of it has to do with the defense.
Well, that's why I said too, they're a struggling year. They're 10 and 5 right now, 10 wins and 5 losses. And it's been a long time since Mariners had a season where they lost 5 games.
Sylvan misses a rare shot from behind the screen. That ball is out the door. Warmerdam just go back the other way, get back on defense. Cardinals ball.
This whole audience, I believe, is just sitting in disbelief.
They're stunned. Green, 2. Oh, my. Green now with 17 points. Oh, a steal by Ratliff. Here they come. Ratliff and Mellis. Ratliff couldn't make up his mind to pass. Stayed up in the air a long time and missed a shot. And the foul
was on Jack Sylvan, no doubt.
Number 40, Sylvan.
That is correct. Thank you. The foul on Jack Sylvan. That's Jack's 3rd foul.
At the line of the Mariners, number 10, Bolt. Substitution for the Mariners, number 4, Ted Powell. Substitution for the Cardinals, number 14.
So Jack Sylvan's going to leave the game. Number 14, Al Kubalis is in. He's the 7th man to be in the game for the Cardinals. Zach Rainey was the 6th. Otherwise, it's been the starting 5 most of the way. Mellis, Ratliff, Green, Sylvan, and Jones.
He's got 2 of the big guys on the bench right now, Jones and Sylvan.
Well, one big man went out, but another one came in. Rainey's a legitimate big man as well. 6'3", very strong senior center. But he has gone with a smaller lineup once that Sylvan left the game. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Holt. Rebound.
Nice rebound.
Rainey. Rainey with a nice layup. Who was up there getting a piece of that ball? Looked like Stratton. He was above the rim on that play.
Good jump.
Rainey threw it high off the glass and it dropped. Now Holt from forever. Oh!
Off the rim.
Up. Won't go. Falls away. 3/4 complete. Santa Cruz 63. Aptos 29. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
everybody. Where do you want to go for dinner?
Straw Hat, they sponsored my baseball team. My brownie troop went there for a party.
And I love the salad bar. Sounds good to me. Let's go.
For the freshest, best-tasting pizza in town or a great salad bar, visit Straw Hat today, conveniently located at Highway 1 and 41st Avenue, the crossroads of our community.
At last, a quality tile for Santa Cruz County. Trent Tile in Felton, next to San Lorenzo Lumber, offers 22 years of experience creating handcrafted stoneware tile and pottery. Trent Tile combines an individual artistic appearance with lifetime durability and immediate availability. Come by our showroom and see our tile color-matched with hand-thrown sinks and pottery. Trent Tile, beauty, variety, and lifetime durability.
Helen Hayes for Rotary International.
Serving others without reward is perhaps the greatest kind of love. And that love is surely displayed by Rotarians everywhere in the worldwide crusade against polio. Although Rotary will provide all the needed polio vaccine, you may be asked to help in some way. If you are, I sincerely hope you will do whatever you can. Thank you, Rotary, for your untiring service to others.
Zocchali's is the delicatessen with something for everyone. When you're in a hurry, pick up a prepared sandwich or salad or a combination of both made fresh every morning in Zocchali's kitchen. If you have more time, try the daily special or have a sandwich of your choice made right on the spot. Zocchali's also features a wide selection of salads, quality meats, and cheeses from around the world. If dinner's on your mind, try one of Zocchali's oven-ready entrees. Zocchali's, what more could you ask for?
So this is it, fourth quarter coming up, 63-29. The Cardinals have the lead. Aptos has the ball. Holt, he's going to have to do that about 15 times to get the Mariners back in this game, but I do not doubt that he is capable.
Oh, he can make 10 in a row anytime.
They better not lighten up on him.
I think there's going to be a couple more minutes. There'll be some substitutions taking place.
We'll see.
There
Well,
we
the
go.
Cardinals are going to keep it away from Holt. This is one way to do it. They've defensed him very, very well. He has 11 points in the game. Kubalis and Green. And Val Kubalis. Stolen away, and Kubalis on the back. Going to the line will be Powell, Tim Powell.
This year has seen a lot of time in this tournament. Taking him out now. Kiss of death, huh? Powell going to the line here.
Kubalis goes over for a little training lesson with Newell. Kubalis, a junior. Always the teacher, Coach Pete.
He does an excellent job of instructing.
Holt had his shot blocked by Jones after a good rebound by Craig. And now there's action underneath the basket, and
foul on Zach.
Marini with the foul. Warmerdam will go to the line. First foul on Zach Rainey. Warmerdam with 3 points in this ball game. Significant story there.
Aptos only has 2 team fouls this half.
Well, in this case, could mean a lack of aggression in this ball game from the very beginning. But the Cardinals have dictated the way, all the way. Warmerdam's first shot good.
Had a lane violation against White, I think, so the shot went in. So they count it.
That's a nice looking shot also. 6 points, or 5 points for Warmerdam, 33 for the Mariners. But these Cardinals have 63. Nellis down the lane into the hole. Changed the shot under there by one of the big men. Ratliff's turn. Ratliff scores.
That was Warmer on the tag. He got a piece of the ball, too.
Ball up for grabs. Finally, Holt gets it. He'll shoot and score. So Craig Holt warming up here in the fourth quarter with a pair of baskets. Now has 13 points. Here's Mellis to Jones to the hole. A little hard, a little high. Good rebound by Deese. Holt to Warmerdam, who makes a tremendous catch.
Oh, what a recovery.
And then a terrific shot.
Very, very nice. That's the athletic nature there. Boy, I don't know how he grabbed that.
Really? Check those hands for Stickum. 65-37, the ball will stay in the possession of the Cardinals. 6:06 left in the game. New troops coming on. This will be Cliff Knudsen. Stratton will go out. And who's this? Brian Ralston, number 14 in the ball game.
You just can't get any life fired up. They're just playing with a lackadaisical talent here.
Patrick Jones with a bounce and a shot. Drops it in. 10 points now for Jones. Here's Warmerdam. He's warming up. Oh, gosh, just a little bit back iron there. Ball fought for, struggled for. Holt comes up with it. Holt down the lane. Holt throws it up. What did he do? He caught the blocking foul. Well,
it's hard
I think
call.
so. Not a bad call. Mellis didn't have the clear position, and they don't pay the defense. Let's face it. You don't get paid on defense. You've got to be pretty perfect on defense to get the charge.
I think he leaned to his left to draw the contact there, and that's why the ref called it.
Well, the foul on Billy Mellis is his first. Craig Holt will go to the line where he has scored once. Make it twice. 14 points now for Craig as he cranks up his machine. And 15.
Well, in all fairness, Mellis did an excellent job of defensing the entire game.
How does this kind of a victory mean for the Cardinals, Bob, assuming that they hold on to this 28-point lead?
Oh, I think this has got it's going to show them that they can play at the best in the area, and they're playing with an awful lot of poise, running all the same stuff they ran through the entire tournament, or Dad's Club tournament and this tournament.
That's Borgard in the game. Borgard kicks it back out. Wrong guy. It's all blue. Holt, got to keep firing. There's just no other choice right now. There's no time to waste. They just need to put everything down. Green puts his down. Oh, Jeremy Green now with 19 points. And we're going to have some trouble with an MVP player here. Obviously, he'll come from the Cardinals, but there's at least two kids out there deserving right now.
Oh, two excellent games. I'm sure you're referring to Green and Ratliff. Both have two excellent ball games going. And for the Mariners, I think we're going to see many of the reserves coming in now.
Well, it's time to pay the practice players.
That's right.
69-39, 30-point lead, 4:50 left. This has been an astounding basketball game as far as the fans are concerned. The Aptos fans in shock. They expected a much better performance out of their team and will certainly get much better performances as the season goes on. The Santa Cruz Cardinals, I think when they win, they expect to win by 2, maybe 4, maybe even 6 points, but certainly not by 30 points. That has not been their history.
It's not their history, but I think this is an unusual team for Pete Newell. They're showing their speed, they're showing their transition game, along with the poise and the pattern patient play. They're a very explosive team.
Santa Cruz High School alumni, the famous one, Johnny Johnson, receiver extraordinary and soon to be the running back extraordinary for San Jose State Spartans.
That's a Santa Cruz alumni section. Gerald Domhoff writing now for the Pyronia. Great opportunity for a young man.
Fellow media man. Brother Billy there as well.
Yep.
Those guys visited the Santa Cruz locker room before the game. Perhaps to lay on a little inspiration from the tradition which those guys did so well to uphold over the years that they were here. Knudsen. And the Cardinals. As the oldest high school in the area, Santa Cruz, of course, and Watsonville, Santa Cruz does have the huge following. Fallen on hard times many of the recent years. but tonight, one of their finer moments, especially in basketball. Green again hits.
Well, it's also nice taking the first, preseason tournament too. That's always an occasion to remember.
This is Ralston into Deese to the basket. That won't go. And the big man underneath, Putnam. Sam Putnam in the game, 6'8", junior center.
Oh, he wants to play. He's got a game face out there. He's got his first 2 points, ready to go.
That's Forgard. Forgard with a couple of dribbles and a shot. Zany, Zach Rainey rather, Zany, right. He looked zany on that one as he crashed the board. Full force, the big fellow, the muscular one, with the foul.
Tried to hang on the rebound. Look at these kids, they're really happy.
Zach Rainey. Yeah, the Santa Cruz high school fans are just starting to wake up a little bit now. I expect they're going to let loose when this game's over. There's some pent-up energy there. They're still in disbelief.
They still are. They still are. Coach Newell says, see how easy it is, gentlemen.
Maybe they're just being gracious. I don't think so.
No.
When you're 2 for 23, I don't think you feel gracious. You just feel happy. So Putnam shows us he knows how. Putnam in the game for about a minute. Now has 3 points. Almost had 4. Forgard with the rebound. And this is Tracy Barnes. Nope. Rubala's shot just a little long. Tipped up and in by Patrick Jones. Well, we mentioned the guards, but what about the postmen, huh? Jones and Sylvan. Knudsen went up and back.
Had an excellent ball game.
The big men.
Yeah.
Patrick
But
Jones.
all they have to do is rebound and get the ball out in transition game. Here's the Aptos team. We didn't see much of this at all.
Knudsen misses that one by a bunch. Tracy Barnes fights for it underneath. The Cardinals will maintain control with 3:03 left in the ball game, and Newell is still out there teaching with the 31-point lead because he's got the kids in the game that don't get much experience. He does not shortchange his players. Here comes Barnes.
Barnes is an excellent ball player too and has not seen much action in this tournament.
Rainey with the jumper from the line. Can't get it.
Well, the Mariners getting some playing time in for everyone here now.
Johnson in the game. That's Putnam. Underneath. Stolen away by Jones. Look at the outlet pass. This is Forgard. Nobody even near him. The Cardinals 75. Aptos 42. That's Putnam. He's got a strange looking shot there. But that's indefensible because he's 6'8" and he gets the full extension of the arm on the shot. If that thing starts dropping, there's no one going to stop him.
But for 6'8", he dribbled the ball very well.
He does. Yeah. He does. Putnam, a junior, maybe plans in the future with Chris Warmerdam graduating this year. Putnam could be very important. King gone too. He'll be the biggest kid in town.
You know, thing of this tournament has really changed around. We have seen an excellent performance by Watsonville in this tournament, who played 3 excellent ball games. Could have been in this final game here too. Santa Cruz has really turned things around, and we expected them to be in the top 3, and they're proving that. And if the Mariners get to the form that we anticipate they're going to be playing at, it's going to be very, very interesting. Harbor sort of down.
How do you handicap this league? Harbor was figured to be off year this year, but they ended up being in the finals of the Dad tournament.
Right.
They come to this tournament and they go out in the first round right into the consolation brackets. SCCAL has been tickling around the fringes. They've got some tough kids on that team. My pal Larry Hart thoroughly enjoyed the Harbor-Watsonville Girls Championship game, which he will be bringing to you tomorrow night.
With his old teammate, I think those two gentlemen played against each other many times, Mr. McPherson and Mr. Hart.
So Putnam to the line again. Misses one. 2:25 left to go in the ball game. Bob, it's now MVP selection time. Well, we're talking about it. The Cardinals make this 33-point lead hold up here with Tracy Barnes and 4 guards and Duncan Sharp.
I think it's pretty hard. I think we should go with...
Okay, well, the committee has met, Bob, and we've decided that.
Go. Definitely go with Jeremy Green and Darryl Ratliff.
Okay, Darryl Ratliff and Jeremy Green as the ball goes down for Joe Gallardo. Darryl Ratliff and Jeremy Green will be our most valuable players of this championship game of the 1988 preseason Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League basketball tournament, which, despite the many birth pains and pangs, has given us a real good show here tonight in this surprising performance by the Cardinals. There was no doubt that they were members of this league or that they were very capable of beating the Mariners. It's just the sum that astounds one.
This is, you know, a devastating loss for Aptos. I don't think they anticipate anything like this.
Now let's get some of these
very good night.
Guys here. I don't have number 30 Santa Cruz on my roster, unfortunately. I'd like to tell you who he is. We'll find out before the next time, as he just traveled and probably doesn't want his name called. Duncan Sharp is out there. Number 33 Tommy Mills is out there. Number 15 Mike Morris is out there for the Cardinals. Tracy Barnes, number 24, is out there. And we have a fan in the audience, Mr. Spyro Mellis, who is going to tell us.
Davey Ransom is number
Davey Ransom.
30.
Live and direct from longtime Santa Cruz Cardinal fan, Spyro Mellis.
Without Mr. Mellis here, we wouldn't have known that fact.
So Putnam to the line again. He's been spending a lot of time there, Bob.
He's going to can this one. How's this for a prediction?
Okay.
Mello, here it goes. All net.
Stick your neck out there. Oh, no, I wanted him to do it, too.
He's got to do it for
75-46. It's the worst Aptos defeat that I can ever remember.
Same here. I've seen him play a long time.
Good.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, this Aptos team will bounce back. They've got some
no doubt,
strong kids. And
well, young Tewitt's out of town, too. The sophomore Tewitt gives them a lot of scoring punch. He takes the heat off Holt because they can both can him.
Both can shoot, right.
And we've seen Holt and Tomas Thompson both very carefully guarded during his tournament. The word's out on those guys. And you want to make your name and fame on defense, you go after them and you stop them, and suddenly you go up in the coach's eyes. Right. There's a lot of incentive to stop those guys, and that's what we've seen.
Well, Ratliff did a nice job on Tomas, and Mike Gutier did a nice job. So their defensive qualities are going to be shown this year.
So Dennis Johnson tried a shot. Wouldn't go, but he was fouled.
How many did Holt end up with? You got the stats there.
Well, unofficially, Bob, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 points.
Well,
about half pace.
Close to his average, and Mellis has got to be commended. He did an outstanding job the first half on him.
6 points in the first half for Craig Holt. 15 points. I think his average, Bob's 23, so he's 8 below his average. And that 23 was climbing because last night I didn't get the final tally, but close to 40 points last night.
Got a Dennis Johnson out there.
Dennis Johnson, that's a big league name. He drops it just like the Celtic of the same name.
DJ, huh?
And Tracy Barnes. Nice stutter step, nice move.
He's a
handler. He was seeing more time earlier in the season. Now he glides to the hole, can't get it. Putnam clears the glass, and Joe Gallardo launches one. He'll go up on the stage. The 1988 Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League High School Basketball preseason tournament is over. The champions, the Santa Cruz Cardinals, they win it 77-48 over the Aptos Mariners. We'll be back with our most valuable players, Darryl Ratliff and Jeremy Green, after these messages.
Hi, folks. I'm Jim Geiger, and I'm the president of Travel Trails RV Center over in Scotts Valley, California. We just got in a new shipment of the all-new Lashar for 1988 by Winnebago. This is such a sleek little motorhome. It's only 21 feet long, gets about 20 miles to the gallon, and then it's an excellent little coach to take your kids to school or take them camping. Come on over and try our little country store atmosphere, enjoy yourself, and find out why so many people are doing business with Travel Trails.
Travel Trails of Scotts Valley, sales, rental, service.
When you visit Jerry's Sports, you won't go away empty-handed. Dress for success in the sport of your choice. Jerry's Sports has everything you need to win or just to have fun. Jerry's Sports in Santa Cruz and in the Graham Plaza Shopping Center, Scotts Valley.
Easy Care Kitchens proudly sponsors high school sports by advertising on KRUZ TV. Easy Care has been owned and operated by Charlie and Judy Ludeman and Gary and Diana Emmons at the same location for over 10 years. Their commitment to our community is reflected in quality design, workmanship, and products. Staff designers, aided by a computer design system, will help you maximize your space and fulfill all your requirements to make your dream kitchen come true. Contact Easy Care for all your design, manufacturing, and installation needs.
When you're looking for lumber, call nice number. When you're looking for sudden service now, just pick up your phone and dial.
At Nye Lumber, our motto is sudden service. The Nye's guys are happy to help you find what you need. They'll even carry it to your car. And if your car's not big enough, they can deliver it. So stop by Nye Lumber and let the Nye's guys help you.
Hi, I'm Eric Johnson, founder and president of Eric's Deli Cafe. Why don't you come on inside and see the care we take in preparing all the food at an Eric's Deli Cafe. All of our soups, baked goods, and salads are made from scratch from our own special recipes with nothing but the finest ingredients. The cooks start bright and early each morning to make sure that everything we serve is just the way you like it. And our own truck delivers it fresh to you every morning starting at 3 a.m. Does that guy look familiar to you? At Eric's, we've made a personal commitment to our community by adding support to local charities and community events. We appreciate the support that you've given us over the past 13 years and want you to know that we will do our best on every visit that you make to an Eric's Deli Cafe so that it will be fast, fresh, and delicious. Here's to your health.
KRUZ Sports presents the Most Valuable Player Award. Each week, KRUZ honors the athlete that has the most outstanding game in leading their team to victory. The MVP award is sponsored by Eric's Deli Cafe, food that's fast, fresh, and delicious. And by Awards and Engraving Unlimited of Capitola, where you can find the right honor for everyone. Now, let's go back to tonight's announcers for the KRUZ Sports MVP Award.
Here we are with our two most valuable players tonight, Jeremy Green on my left and Darryl Ratliff on my right. Let's talk to Jeremy first. Jeremy, you made your Father's Day just a little bit happier today. He had a bad afternoon and a great night watching you.
Yeah, definitely. He was a little upset when he came here, but I'm sure he was happy when he left.
We saw him with a frown on his face, but the way you were playing at the time, we were sure he'd be smiling soon.
Yeah, definitely.
21 points tonight. Did you guys expect to come out here and do this?
No, well, we've been working hard from the first day, and we wanted Aptos from the beginning. We knew we could come out here and beat them.
Let's talk to Darryl Ratliff for a minute. Darryl Ratliff, you passed up the football season this year. In preparation for this basketball season, you feeling better about that tonight?
Yeah, a lot better. At least we won't beat Aptos. That's all I'm worried about, is beating Aptos.
18 points tonight, and so many steals we couldn't keep track of them. What got into you?
I don't know. I was just overplaying the ball most of the time, and I had that Aptos guy. And he didn't do anything different. Just break out, and I just broke out with him, and I got the ball.
It worked, and it worked amazingly well.
Yeah, we practiced on it a lot.
Jeremy, is this team for real? Can you keep this up?
We can definitely keep this up. We're going all the way. We're going to go undefeated in the league, and we're going to take it all.
You feel the same way, Darryl?
I hope so.
Well, I think there's no doubt about the way these guys are feeling it. Congratulations to you, Jeremy Green, and to you, Darryl Ratliff. We have a trophy for you guys and some sandwiches from Eric's Deli, the trophy from Awards and Engraving Unlimited. We enjoyed it very much. Congratulations. We'll see you the next time. So, Bob Bugalski, a tournament that began as a doubtful enterprise suddenly became a pretty terrific thing.
It was. I was really pleased with the progress that the Santa Cruz team made. I'm sure we're going to see some changes, maybe even in my thinking, on how strong the Aptos team is going to be for the remaining portion of the season. I'll be anxious to see them play against Santa Cruz on Tuesday. That's going to be a determining factor in how well Aptos is going to do all year. I was impressed with the Santa Cruz running and certainly amazed with the outcome of the game.
Well, Aptos is Aptos, and they will be back. But the story here tonight is the Santa Cruz Cardinals 77, the Aptos Mariners 48. The Cardinals are the champions of the 1988 preseason Santa Cruz Coast Athletic League basketball tournament. So, until the next time, I'm Jeff Conley for Bob Bugalski, our entire crew, wishing you a very good evening from the Civic Auditorium.
The Santa Cruz County Special Olympics is looking for volunteers, part-time assistant coaches, and...
And it goes! A gorgeous shot by Jeremy Green, foul by Quinn Hodges.
And Quinn Hodges does not like that call. He doesn't think he touched Jeremy Green.
He says, I didn't get him.
That's what he's telling Mike Gruber right now. Mike is going to call a timeout.
And of course, with that hoop, Green goes to 15 points, and he'll get a chance to make it 16 with the foul. So it's back to 10 points just when Harbor had a chance to start cutting her down, Rusky.
Well, so Mike Gruber still unable to break. I think Santa Cruz would play into Harbor's game a little bit better if they keep setting up the offense. I think Harbor has more trouble with Santa Cruz's fast break. So if Pete Newell chooses to keep it more deliberate with 5:37 left to go in the game and a 10-point lead, I think that's the way Harbor might be able to come back. And there you see them. Looks like they're setting up set offense as well.
Well, yeah, you're right. We can see Coach Gruber there. But keep in mind now that Harbor only scored 24 points in the first half, and they've scored 26 in the first 11 minutes, or actually 10 and a half minutes of the second half. So the game has up-tempoed, and the defense has broken down for Santa Cruz, Rusty. They have scored, Harbor has scored already over the average that Santa Cruz likes. And so now they're into the Pete Newell blood pressure time as he sees those points rolling up.
I think Harbor has to now fire up on defense. I think with Schultz not getting the rebounds and Noonan maybe not as strong as he could be underneath, that's what's hurting them, and that's why they can't chip away with that lead.
So Jeremy Green now at the line with a chance to take that lead to 11 points. Jeremy going for his 16th point on a personal basis. Down it goes. So that's his, he's 1 for 3 from the line tonight. 61-50. Harbor needs they need a few three-point plays. Those will get you into the game quicker than anything you can blink at. Here's Schultz. They go down low. Smoke down there by Jones. There's Noonan. A little bit skitters over the top. Sylvan rebounds out to Green. 2-on-2. Green's going to go all the way to the hoop. Right there's Hodges. Now, offensive player control foul. Hodges did a great job setting up as Green went all the way to the hoop.
Just did get in there. It's interesting watching them fast break when they're running down the court like that. Green down the middle, and they've got the players on the wings, and they're shouting out instructions the whole way down.
And I'll tell you, Quinn Hodges did a magnificent job beating him to that spot. So Harbor now can cut this lead. Here's Schultz. I would think they might want to go to Hodges. There's Noonan from 3 points, goes a little bit long. Ratliff out gets the board, but does not outlet. He sees Mellis out there, but holds up very wisely. I think Pete wants to slow it down a little bit. Here comes Green. 4:48 remaining, fourth quarter. The undefeated Santa Cruz Cardinals against the Harbor Pirates, the defending champions. Here's Marshbanks with a steal from Ratliff. Mellis just hounding him. Marshbanks all the way to the hoop, and a great block by Zach Rainey. Outlet. Here comes Ratliff. Mellis underneath, a great pass from Ratliff, and Mellis scores.
That was a no-look pass by Joe Ratliff. You saw Mellis breaking down and threw it off just at the right time to bounce pass, and that'll force the timeout.
63-50, 4:26 remaining, and I'll tell you, that was a momentum breaker there, if there was any momentum.
That'll break Harbor's back. Santa Cruz sitting right where they want to be. You know, 50 points, they just might keep them right at their average.
I'll tell you, we have a perfect shot at the intensity on Pete's face right now, and he does not like to see any more points go up. I'll absolutely guarantee that.
That's right. Here Joe Ratliff comes out and has a great couple drives, and he turns around and he'll hear about the little mistake he did do by his coach.
Well, and of course, Harbor, they've been tonight they've been sort of a one-man or maybe a 2- or 3-man team. Hodges has scored nearly half of the Harbor points with 23 of the 50. Where the Cardinals have been fairly balanced, Rusty. You know, you have Ratliff in doubles with 10, and Green already here with 15, Sylvan with 17, Rainey with 6, Jones with 6. It goes right down the lineup. But Harbor, they're pretty much relying on their big three, aren't they?
I think so, and you know, I think Scott Schultz and Kurt Noonan are really having a hard time with Sylvan and Jones underneath. Jones is just there every time Scott Schultz wants to go up with the ball. Jones is ready to go up with the hand, and he won't shoot. He's got to pass it off.
And you know, Ratliff creates a lot of problems also. He makes a lot of blocks. Of course, Ratliff is sat down right now, and we have Tommy Mills, number 33 for Santa Cruz, into the game.
Speaking of blocks, how about that block shot by Zach Rainey?
Yeah, that was beautiful. Ooh. Very nice. Here's Hodges, 3-point play, attempt. Oh, Rainey rebounds, in and out by Quinn. He's had 5 of those, and I'm sure he's shooting over 50% from out there tonight. I don't remember him having missed 5. This is Green. He sees Rainey low. Oh, he's got a good angle. Can't quite. Hodges cut off the angle on that pass down low. So there's Bellis. Goes to Jones. Very deliberate now. Oh, nice save there by Rainey.
Scott Schultz didn't see it.
So Green says, hey, I want the pill. Let's set it up again. So here comes Green. He says, come on, boys. Stolen by Schultz as the pass was intended for Jones, but Green gets it back. He comes up short. Off comes Marshbanks to Hodges. He'll go to the hoop with it. Mellis is there. He skitters by him, puts it down. Offense. Player control foul. Player control foul. Vince Greenberg was right there on the play.
Well, Quinn Hodges had no other choice but to take him himself. You were saying, you know, he's their big man. He's the one with all the points. And he was the only one in the pack too. Everyone else was 4 steps behind him.
That could have gone either way. That was a very close call. And of course, Hodges doing the right thing. They're trailing by 13 with 3:32 to go. You don't hold it up and go for the deliberate play.
Yeah, it was just the other way around for Hodges, where he took the foul at the other end.
So. A lot of teams, Rusty, in this country are pulling up on that, even on the break, on the fast break when they're down like that, pulling up, shooting the 3-point, and hoping that baby goes down, and also going for the offensive board. There's Rainey underneath. Rebounded nicely by Dawson.
Billy Mellis, great defense.
You're right. Mellis with a great play. A steal in a basket. 8 points for Billy. Known for his defense. We've talked about him earlier.
There's a highlight play.
Oh, Hodges goes for Marshbanks, and the ball skitters over. 65-50. Santa Cruz ahead. 3:04 remaining. I'll tell you, suddenly we have quite a gap here.
That's right. Billy Mellis, the guy that you'll hear the least about of the starting 5. And as far as Pete Newell is concerned, he's
Well, he's getting a lot of media attention, you know, with his defense, holding down these big scores, as we've alluded to earlier. There's a pass from Mellis to Ratliff, but it's stolen away by Marshbanks. Hodges goes underneath to Dawson, lays it up. Nice play.
Nice pass there by Quinn Hodges through some traffic.
That's Dawson's first basket, I believe.
Pressed by Harbor. Santa Cruz breaks it.
Oh, nice pass from Green to Jones. Very nice. Patrick Jones, 8 points. Green, wonderful assist.
Santa Cruz is looking like the best team in the league right now.
67-52. Santa Cruz about to go. There's Quinn. Oh, in and out again. He's missed a couple of those. Santa Cruz about to go 4-0 in league. That's for sure. Here's Green now. 67-52. 2:14 remaining. What can we say? They're just every bit as good as Bill, Rusty. There's the pass underneath the Mellis. A little traveling. Got a little anxious. He had the big Kirk Noonan underneath there, and he was smelling the smoke and traveled. I want you to stay tuned for our MVP. Rusty Reed and myself will be giving that award after the game. We'll also have a wrap, so stay with us.
Have a couple nominees right now.
We won't tell anybody who that MVP is until the game is over. 67-52. Well, Harbor's chipped a little bit over that 50 mark. That's about the only consolation right now they're going to get, I think, out of this. Playing here in the Santa Cruz gym, it's a very difficult place to play for visiting teams. There's been many a team defeated here, I'll tell you, during Pete Newell's tenure. Mellis comes out of the game, and Tracy Barnes comes in. We have Noonan at the line, Kirk Noonan, perfect at the stripe tonight, 4 for 4. That's short. So that would have been one in a bonus. Dawson makes a great play over there.
Harbor cannot get the breaks.
Goes out. Now Dawson gave chase. So, Rusty, what are you thinking about MVP here? Who are your candidates, plural?
Oh, that wasn't. I just said I had a couple nominees. I was thinking about a couple guys. We'll come up with one, but
we have a 5-second call here on the press. Sylvan comes back in. Rainey sits down. Harbor will inbound the play. The full court pressure being employed by Harbor. Well, I'd say it would take a miracle finish now. The Hodges pass intended for Noonan skitters away, and Sylvan comes up with it.
Such a balanced attack by Santa Cruz. It really is kind of tough to come up with one particular person that's deserving.
I tell you, there's been three players made, well, all the players have made significant contributions. There's one of them right there, Jeremy Green. That's his 17th. Was that 3?
That was a 2-pointer.
2-pointer. That was his 17th point of the evening. He has controlled this game offensively. There's Hodges. He gets that one down. That's his 6th 3-pointer of the night. 26 points for Quinn. 69-55.
8 more of those, and Daryl Ratliff.
Ratliff with a razzle-dazzle move that just misses. So Santa Cruz now going to get some new players into the game. 32, Sean Forgard comes in. Known his father for years up in the Valley, teacher, Scotts Valley District up there.
Here we see Mike Gruber. Who's he going to counter with? Well, he's going to clear his bench. We've got Mike Sheehan coming in, number 11. Mike Gorman, number 20. And John Fetter, number 30, all checking in at the table.
Right, Fetter, number 33. So 69-55, 1 minute remaining. Here comes Green. He's got Tracy on the left. Fouled there by Dawson.
Good foul.
Yeah, smart foul. Second personal, which doesn't really mean much now, by Dawson.
57 seconds.
57 seconds remaining, a 14-point game, and Santa Cruz going to go to 4-0. Of course, they're the only undefeated team in the league, having beaten now the top teams.
You think Aptos will keep winning all their games till these two meet again?
Very well could, but you know, SoCal beat Santa Cruz earlier in the year. SoCal could always upset anybody in this league.
SoCal's a team full of athletes.
They are, and they beat Santa Cruz in the dance tournament. So, you know, you don't know. It's going to be hard to go undefeated in this league. And I'd say Pete's going to have his hands full at Aptos when they go up there.
Yes.
That game, there's Jones underneath, comes up short, rebounded nicely by Noonan. 53 seconds remaining. It could go down to that Aptos game, you know, for the championship. You know, if both teams go undefeated. There's Noonan with 3, so Kirk nails a long one.
We'll have that game. They're playing it on a Tuesday night at Aptos, and we'll be televising that, which will be playing Sunday, February 7th.
We'd like to remind you that this Sunday we're going to have the Harbor girls against they're the defending CCS champions, of course,
the last
2 years against Aptos, and that game will be at 8:45 Sunday, and it'll be replayed Monday too, in case you missed it on Sunday.
We see Tracy Barnes up at the top of the key.
As we wind down here, we'd like to thank all our sponsors, Alpha of Santa Cruz, the Capitola Book Cafe, Easy Care Kitchens, Jerry's Sports, Nye Lumber, Pizza Company, Pontiac Grill, Rotary Clubs of Santa Cruz County, Scarborough Gardens, SGO, that's stained glass overlay, Straw Hat Pizza on 41st, Travel Trails, Trent Tile, and Zoccoli's Delicatessen.
Just in time, Larry. Nice job. Well, that's the ball game. As we hear the buzzer, Pete Mill congratulating Mike Gruber. The final score, the Santa Cruz Cardinals 69, the Harbor Pirates 58. Larry?
And we want you to stay tuned. We'll be giving our Most Valuable Player Award and our wrap-up in just a moment.
Scarborough Gardens is proud to be a KRUZ sports sponsor. Conveniently located in Scotts Valley, just off Scotts Valley Drive, the new Scarborough Gardens offers the home gardener or the professional landscaper everything that you'll need to get the job done right. In any planting season, the knowledgeable staff at Scarborough Gardens is your best bet for quality assistance and the assurance that you're receiving the right information at the right time. Scarborough Gardens, next to Scarborough Lumber in Scotts Valley.
Hi, folks. I'm Jim Geiger, and I'm the president of Travel Trails RV Center over in Scotts Valley, California. We just got in a new shipment of the all-new LaChar for 1988 by Winnebago. This is such a sleek little motorhome. It's only 21 feet long, gets about 20 miles to the gallon, and then it's an excellent little coach to take your kids to school or take them camping. Come on over and try our little country store atmosphere, enjoy yourself, and find out why so many people are doing business with Travel Trails.
Travel Trails of Scotts Valley, sales, rental, service.
If looks could kill, you'd be dying for the unique look of stained glass overlay designs. Our exclusive process can be used on any glass in your home or business. It actually strengthens the glass and can even be used on shower doors. Create your own design or let SGO design something especially for you. Sparkling beveled glass, as well as etched and carved glass, is also available. Hand-sculpted cultured stone tiles and murals by TerraStone are perfect for remodeling and are not available anywhere else in the area. Custom inlaid designer rugs can be designed to match your windows or wallpaper and fabrics. Exclusive and custom hardwood doors are master crafted to add elegance to any entryway. Whether it's glass, tile, rugs, or doors, SGO Designs in Redwood Village, Aptos provides the finishing touch.
Hi, I'm Eric Johnson, founder and president of Eric's Deli Cafe. Why don't you come on inside and see the care we take in preparing all the food at an Eric's Deli Cafe. All of our soups, baked goods, and salads are made from scratch from our own special recipes with nothing but the finest ingredients. The cooks start bright and early each morning to make sure that everything we serve is just the way you like it. And our own truck delivers it fresh to you every morning starting at 3 a.m. Does that guy look familiar to you? At Eric's, we've made a personal commitment to our community by adding support to local charities and community events. We appreciate the support that you've given us over the past 13 years and want you to know that we will do our best on every visit that you make to an Eric's Deli Cafe so that it will be fast, fresh, and delicious. Here's to your health.
KRUZ Sports presents the Most Valuable Player Award. Each week, KRUZ honors the athlete that has the most outstanding game in leading their team to victory. The MVP award is sponsored by Eric's Deli Cafe, food that's fast, fresh, and delicious. And by Awards and Engraving Unlimited of Capitola, where you can find the right honor for everyone. Now, let's go back to tonight's announcers for the KRUZ Sports MVP Award.
We're with Jeremy Green here, our most valuable player tonight. Jeremy, you're getting used to this. This is your second time on here with KRUZ.
Yeah, this is my second time. I've been really working on my game lately and playing hard, trying to come out and just play as good as I can.
17 points tonight. I'd say that's not a bad night. I don't know how many assists, but it seemed like you and Ratliff and Mellis were down there all night long dishing off to each other.
Yeah, every day in practice, all we're doing is working on our break and running up the court, doing fast break drills.
Well, you know, you had such a big win tonight, but yet we just grabbed you out of the locker room where you were at for a long time. What is it that Coach Newell told you guys?
He was just telling us that we had to get ready for Saturday's game and come out tomorrow, practice hard, and just get ready for SoCal.
So, more negative stuff than positive, or are you guys...
No, not really. he was pretty happy with our offensive effort tonight, but he definitely thought that our defense could have been a little bit better.
Well, they went over 50. That's embarrassing for you guys, isn't it?
Well, we've only been giving up about 50.6 a game, so we've been trying to keep our opponents well under 50.
Yeah, 58. That's hey. Well, you know, you guys haven't lost since mid-December. In fact, SCCAL, you lost to Alameda, but you lost to SCCAL in the dance tournament. Is this a revenge game for you guys?
No, not really. We got them back in the SCCAL tournament, so we're both 1-1, and we'll both be coming out, and it'll be a hard-fought game.
I thought maybe Pete would make you guys forget that win and just talk about the loss.
No, not really.
Not really. Hey, you had a great game tonight. We're really enjoying watching you play. You have developed unbelievably this year, and watching you dish that ball up, pull up, know when to pull up, when not to. It's really a pleasure watching you.
And for your efforts, we've got, as for being the MVP at KRUZ, a plaque for you from Awards and Engraving Unlimited, and a gift certificate from Eric's Deli Cafe, so go enjoy both of those.
Thank you very much.
You're going to have to build a new little trophy room to keep this up.
And we know that Pete has some more things to say, so we're going to let you go, Jeremy.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Quite a game tonight, Rusty.
Really good game. Santa Cruz, their 11th straight win, and they played superbly.
4-0 in league. They play SCCAL Saturday night. We'd like to remind everybody that Sunday we're going to have the Aptos and Harbor's girls at 8:45, and that game will also be replayed on Monday night. Harbor Pirate girls, of course, defending CCS champions, and this year they won the SCCAL. We're looking forward to that game.
Should be a good game. The Harbor Pirates are a tough team. They got Jackie Desperati coming back at the guard position, and the freshman transfer from North Carolina, and
Miley Jenkins.
A young and good team, and they should have a good game against Aptos.
And Jennifer Spurlock for Aptos. She's tough. She scored 33 points one game. That's not bad, huh?
That's not bad at all.
Hey, we've had a ball here tonight. Santa Cruz just outquicked. Harbor did a great job, shut off Noonan in the first half, Rusty.
Yep, despite the effort by Quinn Hodges, he just wasn't enough, and the big guys and the little guys for Santa Cruz did it for him tonight.
This is a great team. They can play the transition game. They can have a great half-court game. They can run with anybody. They play the best defense in the area. They're going to be hard to beat.
I think so. When we interviewed Jeremy Green at the end of the preseason basketball tournament, he said that their goal and what they were going to do was go undefeated in league, and at 4-0, they're on their way.
Well, they're part way. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, some of the way.
Well, we've enjoyed Rusty Reed's inaugural color game here tonight. It's been a lot of fun, Rusty. Everybody's seen you yelling Rusty, Rusty all over the place for years here, a couple of years, and I've had a lot of fun.
Me too. Thank you very much,
Okay.
Larry. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being with us. Be sure to catch our game on Sunday night. Good night, and God bless you.
We hope you've enjoyed this morning's local programming on KRUZ. We appreciate your feedback. To make a comment or to receive a monthly program schedule, write to KRUZ Television, 1107 Water Street, Santa Cruz, 95062. Continuing to reflect a unique community, KRUZ Television. KRUZ is a service of Santa Cruz Cable TV. Channel 5 now returns to KPIX.